Hi, my name's Lemon Zest, and today we're gonna build up an army of spiders and go rob a Dunkin' Donuts. Just kidding. Today we are going to be fixing a mask in my mask dump. What's a mask dump, you ask? Well, it's just a bucket of masks that I don't want to look at anymore because I find them very, very ugly, I guess. Now, in this video, we're just going to be fixing one, but I'm going to fix more later in other videos. Let's do this one to start. As you can tell, there's a lot of things wrong with this mask. The color palette, and also I tried to do this tortoiseshell pattern, but it didn't really work. I think we should start with peeling off the eyelashes first. You know, just somewhere to start. Oh, I think I might have made it worse. Yeah, oops. Okay, let's just skin the mask, save the base and the eyes, cause, yeah. Definitely not me, just adding dramatic sound effects for ambience over here. Okay, so I have an idea. What if I, like, reverse the eyes, like, put them here, and then put one here, and, okay, that looks really bad. That looks really bad. That looks really bad. Yeah, we're just gonna save those eyes for another project and finish peeling this mask. And there you have it, a peeled mask thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. Just kidding. We're doing more. Okay, now we got the base. I actually already have I already have an idea for this, and that's the drawing I showed you just a second ago. And we're going to be using some cardboard to cut out the template of the eye. By the way, shout out to Moon Pie! Yeah! Okay, we're just going to trace with this, lid for the eye, because we're going to do button eyes. Looks good. The template is done. Now time to trace it. And now we trace the circles on there, and now it's time to cut it out. Ta-da! Yay! Now we are going to put some nair on top of this cat's head and make him bald. But don't worry, he'll grow his ears back. Someday, I think. And now we are tracing out the template for the ears and cutting it out. And now I'm just going to trace this pattern onto the foam twice for both of the ears. Yeah. Now we're just going to see how it looks on the mask. Looks good. Oh, I got some water, guys. Remember to stay hydrated. Yeah. And now we're just going to glue the ears on. Yay! That looks good. And now we're just going to add, like, the little ear flap things. You know, those things. To add onto our base. Now we're just going to go ahead and glue the ear flaps on. Okay, looking good so far. And now it's time for the other ear. Glue, 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 glue. Okay, sorry guys, I'll stop singing. And now our base is all done. Now we can work on the felting. Yay. We're actually using Minky, not felt. Well, I don't really know what to say. It's just, you know, felting and stuff. Have you subscribed yet? You should. And now we're all done. Now we need to cut it up. And here's some footage of me opening this poor cat's eyes again. Yay. The eye shape is turning out pretty good. Nice and round like buttons should be. Now we're just gonna be like snipping and gluing down stuff, you know. If you ever made a mask before, you know how it is. And we're done. Yay. Now it's time to paint. I'm gonna be doing blue first. A satisfying paint. Pew, pew. POV, me after Taco Bell. Oh my gosh, so relatable, guys, am I right? Now we're just gonna paint the mask. If you didn't know, we're painting a mask right now, guys. Shh. I dare you to guess what color this is in the comments. By the way, wrong answers only. And now that the paint is dry, we'll just go ahead and add our little cute patches, or start on them actually. Just gonna take this Minky and just, scribble all over it with some markers. Yay! And this is footage of me definitely not being able to cut with one hand. And our first little patch thing is all done. Yay. Okay, now we got all our patches done, and we're just gonna cut them out and try and, see how they look on the mask before gluing them. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Okay, I think I got all the patches where I want them to be. It looks the best, most like the drawing I did, so I'm gonna start gluing them on, and then add the stitches. Alright, now that we finished with that, we're just gonna start on the eye mesh, as you can see. Right now we're just kind of planning it out, and then we're gonna trace it around so we have like a, of where to paint, like a little guideline. Just kind of like measuring it, and we're gonna use some Posca pens to like paint the eyes. And these are the colors we're using. And now I'm just like tracing where the holes for the buttons are. We'll go down at the... And this is me realizing that both of my paint pens do not work. Well, I realized the darker one works later, and then I'll have to go over it later, so yeah. That one doesn't work though. And this is me stupidly deciding to paint it to use an alcohol marker instead of paint, which is not a good idea. You should not do that on the eyes, especially. I mean, I've used markers to paint masks before. like the one I was wearing in the start of the video, and it turned out good. I went over it with a coat of paint after I got home, but yeah, it turned out good. Now let's just put the eyes in. Okay, before you say anything, I went over this later and fixed it, so don't worry. I know it doesn't look that great right now, but we're gonna fix it, don't worry. Okay, so I got the markers mixed up. It's actually the dark one that doesn't work. The light one does work, and this is me fixing my mistake and getting mad at my paint marker. Yay! It looks a lot better now. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it looks really good. And we added the nose. If you can't tell, we added nose. And now it's time to do the lining. I'm going to be using this minky fabric for the lining because it's really soft. I didn't think you guys would want to watch me do that, so I just skipped through it. I added the elastic and the padding. It looks good. And here's the front of the mask again, in case you didn't get a good look. I painted those parts to make it look more like stitches. Okay, and the mask is all done. I really, really love actually how it turned out. It looks great. And here's my idea for the mask again, my sketch. And then here's how the mask turned out. I mean, from this to this. Look at that. Okay, one more thing before you go. Please check out my Etsy shop if you want to buy this mask or another. I got a few. This one's for sale. Its ears bend. I'm going to show you real quick. Ta-da! Actually made this over a series of live streams. If you watched that. Cool. Also, got one more. Sorry, I just dropped a mask. This one, but it's sad. This one is already sold though. The patched up cat mask is also for sale. You know, the one I just made. So please consider checking out my Etsy shop. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!